Welcome to the National Federation of the Blind Indiana Newsline Town Hall Meeting with host Lee Martin and co-host Lawrence Myers.
We want to welcome everybody to the National Federation of the Blind Newsline Indiana Town Hall Meeting. It is a great time and it's a great privilege to share with each of you today. And I'm your host, Lee Martin, and
co-host Florence Myers.
So we're here, and we have a very special guest with us today at our state town hall meeting, and she's Barbara Manuel. How you doing, Miss Manuel?
Very good. Glad to be here.
And she's all the way from Alabama. So we want to welcome her this weekend as she's here to educate us and enlighten us on many things that's going on with the National Federation of the Blind and our movement throughout the country. And I may go ahead and just say throughout the world. Is that correct, Barbara?
Some of that as well. Most definitely, yes.
In Alabama, do you guys have a baseball team, a big baseball team down there?
We do not.
No. Oh, okay. Well, you don't have a chance. So we're going to start off with our second part of this town hall. So take it away, Florence.
Yes, sir. I'd love to do that. And now the next question will be asked by Dr. Yvette Reed.
Hello, Barbara.
Hello.
My name is Dr. Yvette Simmons Reed. We're so thankful to have you here. My question you actually addressed a little bit earlier, but I want to get a little bit more specific. The proposed cuts and dismantling or restructuring of the Department of Education potentially puts 50 plus years of progress for blind individuals at risk. The fact that the Education Department serves as the enforcement agency that guarantees a free and appropriate public education, not only to blind children and youth, but also to other children and youth with disabilities under the IDEA and under the Americans with Disabilities Act. Programs such as the American Printing House for the Blind, providing accessible books, the National Library Service for accessible materials, and also federal quota programs that also provide various materials for our youth. Given that I have benefited from many of these programs on my road to becoming a college professor, I am very concerned about the impact of these cuts. So given this, I'd like to know what are specific steps in addition to NFB's typical lobbying and grassroots efforts are being taken to advocate against these dismantling or possible dismantling of these programs or defunding of these programs. And also, what is NFB doing to prepare its members for this eventuality so our blind community is not left behind?
Great question, yes. You mentioned the grassroots efforts that we're doing. Of course, we vote during our national conventions on resolutions to fund these various entities that you have mentioned that is detrimental to our community. We have gained a lot, not only you as an individual, all of us, from those various programs. And we want to keep those programs going. Right now, everything is challenged. President Riccobono, as well as our Braille Monitor, has submitted letters to Congress indicating how displeased we are with these cuts. Some of them have already taken place, some of them are in the process. We walk up and down the halls daily in Washington, D.C., seeking champions that will work with us toward keeping, not only keeping what we have, but also building more opportunities for the blind community. We are actively monitoring everything that's taking place on a daily basis. If you notice the legislative alerts that come out, we send those out. This past 5 or 6 weeks, one came out every week. We need our members as well. We need you to call your legislators. Let them know that you have a voice. You're the reason that they're in the positions, and we need them at this critical time. We will continue to move forward knowing that we can't stop. Because it not only, our youth, our young people, they're depending on us. So we must keep everything focused and moving forward, realizing that when we all work together, we can achieve. So let's all work together. President Riccobono is actively monitoring. As I stated, he sent letters. Sometimes there's been multiple letters going to the legislators. We're trying to gain in legislators, bipartisan legislators, to take up our cause and realize that we need their voice. And ultimately, like I stated, we don't want to let our children down. They're our future. So we are actively working to work out these various issues. It's challenging times. All of us in the room know this. But we will keep striving and do the best that we can to keep what we have and those services that have been cut. We want them back. So we will be working diligently toward those efforts.
Wow, it's so true. So many things are going on. And once again, as you heard Barbara indicate, that we need your voice, your active participation in order to make some of these issues be heard actively, not only at Capitol Hill, but at our State House, as Representative Bartlett mentioned. So we have a lot of work to do, and I know we'll do it because we know the next generation needs us to do our work, and shame on us if we don't. So our next question will be coming from our legislative chair person, and that's Misty Kalazinski.
All right, Misty.
Good evening, Ms. Manuel. Thanks for being here. As legislative director, I'm going to kind of piggyback off of what Dr. Evie was just mentioning here. So ever since this administration took power earlier this year, many, if not the majority of its policies have run completely counter and contrary to the interests of our blind community and to the wider disabled community, making the need for the National Federation of the Blind more vital than ever, I would argue. And so with that being said, especially for our television audience who may be new to our organization, who may have never heard of us before, they might be just tuning in and they're like, what is this? What am I seeing? These blind people are independent, they're confident, and maybe for those in the room who may not be more in the know as far as what we do as an organization, can you maybe give us some key highlights as to what our organization has been doing, especially this year, to ensure that our rights, our long and hard fought for rights, remain intact? Thank you.
We are in difficult times, as it has been stated. We are working diligently to make things better. Specifically, we are working, trying to find legislators to take on our cause. We're trying to create we'll find legislators who will promote locked funding so that once we get these various funding sources, lock them so that we would not be detrimentally, adversely affected by them in the future. We are constantly striving. It's our mission. We know as leaders within the organization, we want to be sure that our community is at the table, making decisions, and being what you, the members, expect of us. We're doing that on a regular basis. We are at every table that we can be. Right now, we have a meeting next week in Washington, D.C. to speak with congressional leaders regarding one of our threats that has not been mentioned thus far, regarding the Randolph-Shepherd program. Wherever there is a threat, we're there. We're making those appointments. We're going speaking with the key people of the various committees, letting them know that we need their assistance toward keeping the various rights that we have. Civil rights is threatened daily, and it is up to us. We are doing everything within our power. And I would encourage you all, if you have additional suggestions or something, bring it to your affiliate president, she'll bring it on up, bring it to your chapter members, because we need everyone's hand in this. These are serious times. We have come so far, and we don't want to turn back.
NFBI Newsline Town Hall Meeting will be right back. Welcome back to NFBI Newsline Town Hall Meeting.
I must say, since this organization has been formed, it's been 85 years now. It was formed in 1940. And believe me, with this Congress that we have in place right now, they want to take us back to 1940 and beyond. So believe me, young folks, you haven't seen anything, and if you haven't read your history or don't know much about your history, it will repeat itself.
Thank you.
We've got work to do. We've got work to do. Now, Sarah Meyer will be bringing our next question.
Good evening, Barbara. Thank you so much for taking time to be with us and sharing. I'm really looking forward to getting to know you more this weekend and really appreciate all the wisdom you shared so far. The National Federation of the Blind strives to embrace one common thread that is tightly woven throughout our movement: blindness. We are a close-knit family. What advice or guidance would you give to individuals who, for one reason or another, have felt that there isn't a place for them in this close-knit family? Perhaps individuals who have even become estranged, as can happen in families. And what can be done to healthily, just emphasize healthily, address situations when there is conflict or tension, situations in which we may not see actions and impact aligning with that intent of creating a sense of belonging for every blind individual from every walk of life. Thank you.
You know, the National Federation of the Blind is a large, is a diverse organization. And being as it is, there will be misunderstandings, there will be problems that arise. It is how you respond to those problems. We want all of our members to feel comfortable coming to anybody, any of the leadership or any other member, and state whatever their issue is. But when you come, make sure you're coming not only to be understood, but to understand what the situation is. Come with an open mind, knowing that there will be different opinions. We're all diverse, we're different. But at the end of the day, as I stated earlier, there's one common thread. We are blind. And I encourage everyone, if you have situations where you have not gotten them resolved, come back, don't stop, come back again, maybe from a different angle. And always remember, the best way to get results is to come back with an open mind and to realize that sometimes people will come and of course they're upset, and when you're upset, those feelings take over, those emotions take over. So I would encourage others to step back for a moment, take a deep breath, and then come back at it from a different angle. Sometimes you might have to reach out to a different leader, and maybe 2 or 3 leaders need to get together. But at the end of the day, we want all blind people to know that, feel comfortable, to know that we are diverse. There are many differences, but we are blind. So we need each other. So that would be my comment to that question. Sure.
Well, we're at our next question, and Chanel Wright will answer the question for Ray Montgomery.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Sorry. Ray couldn't be
What you
here
been
with
doing
us
there,
tonight.
Ray? You don't sound like yourself.
I have a personal question, Representative Barbara. How can we proactively advocate for our blind and low vision children who are also on the spectrum?
First thing I would suggest is to educate yourself on the current rules that apply to this particular situation. Then I would find a group of other individuals with like mind and go to the various, first of all, start at the school system. Start with the parents. The parents, definitely, a lot of them are uneducated as to how to work through the system, navigate through the system. So walk alongside them, educate the parents, and then move forward on up. But we need to have knowledge of the various rules that our children need. They are, like you said, on the spectrum. There are various spectrums, and they are our children. They are just as important as any other child, and they need us to advocate for them. So my thing would be educate yourself, and then reach out to key people in the community, the legislators, wherever you can get support to make things better for our children is very important.
NFBI Newsline Town Hall Meeting will be right back. Welcome back to NFBI Newsline Town Hall Meeting.
Got a lot of good information this evening. And last but not least, we have a question from Miss Nancy Gideon.
So I'm in the process of pursuing, my academic and professional career. So part of that process is connecting with interest groups and divisions within the National Federation of the Blind. So I went through the proper channels. I went to the website, registered for the listserv, contacted the point of contact, and also went to convention and, paid dues and became a member. However, I have not received any contact, So what are the proper steps? Is there a timeline that's expected to get some type of correspondence? And who do we reach out to?
I would recommend, if you've already made taken all the steps that you've just mentioned, if you haven't heard from anyone in 2 to 4 weeks, I would encourage you to reach out to them again. Most of these positions are on volunteer basis, and sometimes it takes a while. There's not an automated confirmation system that we have in place. And third, I would also recommend that you reach out, try again. Please don't give up. But if you don't receive any response, reach out to our membership team at nfb.membership. Please stay the course, be patient, and know that we want everyone to be a part of this, whatever interest group that you're striving to be a part of. We know how vital those interest groups are, but I would encourage you to please reach out again. And if you haven't found what you need, we have our membership team on hand to assist you.
Okay. Well, I tell you, affiliate, you've asked quite a few questions today, and I know there's a bundle more questions for the weekend. So I want to kind of conclude our town hall with several things here. We'll have the band chime back up here shortly. Are there any comments or anything that you may want to share with us and our listening and viewing audience? And we do have individuals on Zoom. So is there anything that you want to share with us that you may want to just bring out?
Okay. I would just like to share that, first of all, I'm excited to be here. And the questions were very valid, important questions. And we at the National Federation of the Blind want to do everything we can to enhance lives. We are an advocacy organization, and basically what we do is advocate for our community. If you're in the room or on Zoom or whatever, and you're not familiar with the National Federation of the Blind, I encourage you to take the time, do a little research, and find out what we're all about. There are things that we need you. You can bring your talents and your skills to us, and as well, we can assist you along your blindness journey. We know there are struggles as well as triumphs, and we want everyone to know that we are here. So I encourage you to please find out more. Visit nfb.org or reach out to our host here, Lee Martin, and others within the blindness community. And I'm sure that you will find answers to a lot of the questions that you have, and you will feel more confident and realize there is still a lot of life to live.